ever wondered why you and your brother or sister don't look similar even though you have the same mum and dad? Barbara Mcclintock was an American scientist who was born in USA in 1902. Barbara's father was Henry and her mother was Sarah. Barbara also had 3 siblings. Barbara is famous for making many incredible discoveries in the field of genetics. In order to understand what genetics are, we must first understand what genes, chromosomes, and DNA are. Genes, chromosomes, and DNA are what make you who you are. They are given to you by your mother and father through cells. Cells make up your body, and every living species, whether this be an animal, human, or plant, are made up of lots of teeny tiny cells. There are lots of different types of cells, like hair cells, skin cells, and many more, which all come in different shapes and forms. Every cell has the same parts though. Each cell has a membrane, cytoplasm, and a nucleus. The nucleus is made up of chromosomes. In humans, we usually have 23 pairs of chromosomes in each cell, which is 46 in total. Girls and boys both have 22 identical chromosomes. These are called autosomes. This means the 23rd pair of the chromosomes are different for girls and boys. These are called sex chromosomes. Females have 2 copies of the X chromosome and males have 1 X chromosome and 1 Y chromosome. Chromosomes contain DNA. DNA provides the information and protein to the cell in order to keep it alive. So therefore, genes determine what you are, whether this be an animal, human, or plant, as well as what you look like, such as the colour of your hair or the colour of your skin. In the 1920s, boys were seen as the only ones capable of doing science. So when Barbara Mcclintock went to Cornell University, women weren't allowed to major in genetics. So instead, Barbara began to study the genetics of maize, which is a type of corn. In 1931, Barbara was the first person to prove that genes were physically located in chromosomes. Barbara also was the first to discover that genes don't just stay in a line, they jump around and cross over. This discovery was groundbreaking, as it explains why sex cells within 2 different individuals or species can produce offspring that are different from each other. Barbara delivered her startling discoveries to the scientific world, but this information was ignored for 30 years because the scientific world still believed that boys were the only ones to make discoveries. Although this did not stop Barbara from continuing her studies of the genetics of maize. After 30 years, Barbara was finally recognised for her discoveries, and in 1983, Barbara was the first woman to receive an unshared Nobel Prize in the field of physiology or medicine. Barbara's discoveries on genes are known to be the key to modern genetics and continue to influence many modern-day scientists today. So that goes to show, boys and girls, that science isn't just for boys.